Mamangda May middle of May, at the first week of May, I did the Preka, Hydopungam Kibedo, I do a chapman and Nuna guitar get take with Tame.
State Malaria Office observed World Malaria Day 2020 today. The day was observed at State Malaria Office in Lamphil. The theme for World Malaria Day 2020 is Zero Malaria Starts With Me. Speaking on the sideline, State Malaria Officer Dr. Thangpa Serto said there is no report of malaria case in Manipur for the ongoing year. He said efforts are on to make Manipur the first malaria-eliminated state in India by 2021. Stating that malaria elimination certificate will be issued by World Health Organization, Dr. Serto expressed disappointment that the elimination process is being delayed due to the COVID-19 pandemic situation. Dr. Thangpa Serto also stressed on the need to remain cautious against malaria, even though there is not a single case in Manipur yet, as there is high chance of importing the disease by people entering the state.
Hujiki oina Manipur da malaria se kumsigi 2020 sida malaria case ama pauli 2019 da case tarataru detect tauki aduda mi tramari di mapandagi pusilaga lapani akhoi Manipur da transmission taigiba locally transmit tawbots maduda anina kamjong da amana Technopol da amana Senapati da so 4 Manipur manung the transmission to last year. Aduga roughly going back 2017, which I hear 80 cases of malaria detect okay. Next year drastically 2018 the trani thoi cases ngatan. Masida taruk na mapandagi lakpa taruk na Manipur da. Sum handare ba Manipur manung transmission only 4 ne. And hujik pau this year gidamukti ama pau like any fever later gadi khudak the diagnosis to view asagi level da hidak lai. Akoi ki primary health center, community health center this of satpiu test onai lai it's all free. Hujiki oina Manipur da malaria se kumsi.
Dr. Thangpa Serto also said that malaria is spread by a genus of mosquito called Anopheles. He said when the mosquito bites a person already infected with malaria, it can also become infected and spread the parasite onto other people. He added that killing of mosquitoes by carrying out fogging is unnecessary in the absence of malaria outbreak. Dr. Thangpa Serto appeals to those concerned not to carry out fogging unnecessarily as it harms the environment and kills insects which aid in pollination.
Malaria naba mi amaduda kang na chi aga mi atopa ama chi urakanda malaria sandokpani hujikti Manipur da malaria leitramni na kang na kyahu chi aga su koi malaria na roi aduda dum tumin le roi si akoi keroi lekai nana thamsi water bodies kang breathing site masi jingsi sengdoga nana lainingai di tausi puri asang bali si so that kang na chiktanaba koi gi mosquito repellent tbc ado khwai maru oba akoi mayam kanghan sijina bi se malaria matang da mayam na su na ningdabanina akoi gi summer season lae kang ya me haiduna malaria hatoksi haibsi I can understand koi bhab ta je adu mosquito duna magi malaria gi mahik pudraga di akoi na kang pa halaga kana de maram di akoi na fogging tawriba hida chemical si poison ni.
One of the main adversaries facing hilly residents due to COVID-19 lockdown is unavailability of daily essential grocery items. Chairman of Hau Chong village, Chari Bariam, stated the same to media while donating fresh vegetables for the residents of Urembam village along with other villages today. Chari Bariam said that basic grocery items like onion, cooking oil are not available in his village. He also highlighted the plights facing the villagers of Hau Chong due to unavailability of face mask and medicine supply. The village chairman urged the government to look into the matter.
I quite the higher the tang with the light, pangre, hoy, tang no so hoy later, higher when you had to pochi pangre, hoy goes really pochi. A hoy the higher the low pangre, a south how pangre, saying pangre, a kutuna, hoy saying I put quite kungi, masagi, hoy low uzera talks about saying me, adusadun later, no tom morok the hoy lambda talks about the delay the boy, mapangi lamdi lapa posay mayama city, wale adu the matakta, pharmacy hibatare, max power, hoy labor pangde, emlegi, hoy relief, napsagi relief. Oina pipi ba adudi khoi khungi oididi mipum ama da kiji mari di phajana pibi re adudi.
Veterinary Director Dr. H. Chauba has clarified that there is no news of spread of COVID-19 among poultry. However, he appeals to people to keep their pet animals safe in the wake of pet cats and dogs and animals kept at zoo testing positive for coronavirus in other countries. Speaking on the sidelines of World's Veterinary Day at the Directorate of Veterinary and Animal Husbandry Office in Sandentong today, Veterinary Director Dr. H. Chauba also appeals to protect the environment and to take care of health of people and animals. Staff of the Directorate and others working in the fields of veterinary and animal husbandry took oath to work with dedication and sacrifice on the occasion. This year's theme for World Veterinary Day is Environmental Protection for Improving Animal and Human Health.
Poultry meat body the immune boost of our protein yawe has. Camera stressful over matamsida poultry meat see consume to be per Masidi Sabu and quite the Hajariun. Sagi immunity second and another. And I was a policy quick Hudong the Nongsha the Kaida in positive ways. Must meet again. Yum the Leviriba, Juzik Leva, Hudong the Hui the Game, Sepalakani, Kulakani, and Kasumi Pineapple Popigano. The Tawada de Quena, we know. Masima take a soup, we say some Nandana Quenitan, Tawi Sang Quiggy, Lady Quay Karadagi, and Doga take the Tobita Maduma Queen Hygiene. Mayam the Sukambire, how say Mayam see Quay, Mui Bugi, civilization sita, Tatnaba Tanaba Yadraba, Dugumba, Jiva singing. Environment si akoina kalakanda mausagi kan si kaitna thammakanda masina sa usek singi health aduge human health kaya yamna karam haina ko improve to ngam ngatege yumda leiba lamloptan leiriba sa usek singsi masa mausi phatragati mioiba khoi gisu isayu si phana leibe yaroi habisi masina taibani.
Health Minister Langpulakpam Jayanta Kumar has inspected the isolation ward of RIMS. He was accompanied by Medical Superintendent of RIMS, Jongtham Arun Kumar. The Health Minister expressed satisfaction upon coming across that medical professionals at RIMS are maintaining the center with standard guidelines. Kundrakpam MLA Thokchom Lokeshwar has appreciated the state government's decision to bring home stranded Manipuris from other parts of the country. He assured the necessary help in bringing home people of Kundrakpam stranded outside the state. Speaking to media, MLA Lokeshwar appreciated the combined team of the ruling as well as the opposition leaders in forming a state consultative committee for COVID-19. He also warmly received all the decisions taken by the committee in its first meeting, which discussed on the possible consequences when around 30,000 stranded Manipuris return home. He also appreciated Cabinet's decision to make the MLAs take major roles in providing shelter to the people and to provide quarantine facilities to them. MLA Lokeshwar also appeals to the state government to let those non-Manipuris go back to their respective states if they wish to. He also appeals to the government to provide masks and to all the people in all the constituencies.
Kena ki MLA singa khusam nara tau habado adu su amkajo ai taraptagi ai kena ki taraptagi 100% ai sahojok pijagani ini darka leba sarkar na sima tau habado I always adumai dumbai sarkar habado mai maduma 100% ai matiang bangjagani adu khoi kena leriba ayam bai na su anga matiang pangi ngarang tu khoi paisa thai adubu aingon hek kena sil leba mapanda lebi khuding mak kaigum na tai tai cha da yauragadi aingon da dumai gi phone number se hanu hajagram ni 8787346660 adu ai whatsapp number na 7629855942 tuni sida karigumba hek khudong cha da leragadi aingon da habirau adu gai angam matiang adu mai pangjagani ngarang hanjo dum paisa thai.
Rural Development and Panchayati Raj Minister Thongam Biswajit has instructed officials of the RD and PR department to resume implementation of all the schemes implemented in rural areas, including the MGNREGA scheme. He stated the same while addressing a meeting with the Panchayat elected members and officials of the department at his office today. He also instructed Adhyakshas to ensure that adequate masks and hand sanitizers are distributed to job card holders to be utilized while carrying out the scheme. Minister Biswajit gave strong instruction against payment of daily wages to any job card holders who are absent from work sites. Ministers, MLAs, clubs and private organizations continue distributing COVID-19 relief items to people in the state. MLA Thokchom Lokeshwar distributed daily essential items at Sadhu Yengkuman, Iko, Makeng village and Molko Nepali village in Kundrakpam Assembly constituency today. Rice, pulses, cooking oil and other items were given to 634 households of 14 villages. Works Minister Kam Thongju MLA Thongam Biswajit also provided 5th COVID-19 relief materials in his constituency. Lamdaibung Social Welfare Club LSWC distributed COVID-19 relief materials at Kakwa Community Hall. Pradhan of Thongju Part 1 T8 Lata was also present in the distribution event, while former MLA Z Kihonbu extended relief items for around 8,000 households of Tausem and Tamai area. Fourth distribution of COVID-19 relief materials was also carried out under Speaker Y. Khemchand at Singjamai Yumnam Lekai Ward number 15. Free 5 kg of rice per person was distributed under the initiative of Moirang MLA P. Sarachandra. Vice Chancellor of Central Agricultural University, CAU, Imphal, Professor M. Premjit also extended essential items to all age homes in Kongba, Nongthongbam Lekai and Mongshangai. All Manipur United Club Organization Amuko along with Star Volunteer Corps SVC Awang Maibam Lekai also distributed 2 kg of rice each to 120 tenants in the locality. On the other hand, Loktak Fisheries Welfare Association Manipur in a press release urged Chief Minister and other relevant authorities to look into the inconveniences facing fishermen living around the Loktak Lake due to COVID-19 pandemic. Hand sanitizers made by 3 teachers and research scholars of the Department of Biotechnology, Manipur University, was donated to Impact News today. The teachers and students team have been donating hand sanitizer to frontline coronavirus warriors such as health workers, police personnel, and media persons. Speaking to media, they highlighted their plights in making sanitizers due to unavailability of alcohol and plastic bottles. They also stressed on the need to set up a regulatory body to test the effectiveness of hand sanitizers made in the state as well as those imported ones. BJP Manipur Pradesh Imphal Central District also donated sanitizers and face masks to staff of Impact News today. A team led by BJP Imphal Central District President Aribam Punya Banta presented the items. Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on COVID-19 cases in India and across the world. Keep watching Impact News.
Khudongchaba Lobiho, Radian E-Right Amadi State Bank of India Punna Kusamnaraga, India Government Ki Makada, Mudra Yojana Scheme Ki Kuthangda, Tabak Panghoja Vasinda, Senda Lambi Ki Achopa Mating Oinaba, Sadmiron Fagat Hanaba, Loinana, Loan Ki Khudongchaba Pizari, Ahanba Mui Chamada, Akaknaba Matam Karagi Oina, Loan Pizagani, Akupamarol Ki Damal, Radian E-Right Head Office, Sangai Pro, Ningtem Call, Amasung Branches, contact number 8257850421.
Classic Group of Hotels food delivery, order timing 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can now order from Classic Group of Hotels through food Wi-Fi. Phone number 7629939032570688559. Taste of Imphal 70850633393. Hummingbird 878768439 or 70852088319. Food can be ordered through food Wi-Fi and Hummingbird apps. Hygienic, safe, and no contact delivery.
UNACO School, Excellence in Education, Hongman Zone 3, Imphal East, Manipur. Provisional admission to Class 11 for the session 2020-21 has been started. Online classes will start from 1st of May 2020. Deciduous students or parents can contact school office from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. for enrollment. Please contact 70854103354 or 8131070337 or 9436849647. You can also mail us at info.hongman@unaco.school.in or info.unacoschool@gmail.com.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English News. The number of active COVID-19 positive cases in India have reached 18,953 cases. 779 patients have died so far, while 5,209 people have been cured and discharged. Maharashtra is on the top list with 6,817 positive cases and 301 deaths. Gujarat and Delhi are in the second and third of the list. On the other hand, USA is on the top list worldwide with more than 9,25,700 positive cases and more than 52,210 deaths. Spain is in second place with more than 2,19,700 positive cases and more than 22,520 deaths. And Italy is in third place with nearly 1,93,000 confirmed cases and nearly 26,000 deaths. China, from where the virus started, is in the 9th place with more than 82,800 positive cases and 4,632 deaths. China has reported 12 new cases today. Coronavirus has infected more than 28,53,000 positive people worldwide and more than 1,98,000 people have succumbed to COVID-19 so far, while 8,12,303 people have recovered. In a reprieve to public at large, government has permitted the shops providing non-essential goods and services to open from today onwards. The registered neighborhood and standalone shops have been permitted to open amid the coronavirus lockdown. However, market complexes within the limits of municipal corporations and municipalities will not open. The exemption has also not been given to shops in marketplaces, multi-brand and single-brand malls located in municipality areas, coronavirus hotspots and containment areas. Government today also clarified that all restaurants, salons and barber shops would remain closed. Home Ministry spokesperson said the relaxation given under lockdown restrictions yesterday pertain only to shops selling essential items. People in the state, however, fails to follow lockdown guidelines. Social distancing was not maintained at wholesale dealers in Pauna and Thangal markets. Speaking on the sidelines, Imphal Police Station SDPO T.H. Bidyapati appeals to people to follow the government's guidelines. She also appeals to carry necessary challan issued by DC and list of commodities to be purchased. Indian Council of Medical Research ICMR has said that 5,79,957 samples of COVID-19 have been tested by the various government and private laboratories in the country. ICMR is continuously scaling up its testing facilities for COVID-19 by giving approval to government and private laboratories. As of now, 272 government laboratories and 87 private laboratories chains have been given approval to conduct the test for COVID-19. Meanwhile, the Health Ministry officials said in last 28 days, 15 districts have had no new case. Till date, there are 80 districts in the country that have reported no new cases in last 14 days. The official informed that Union Health Minister today interacted with all the state health ministers for medical education and health secretaries through video conferencing to discuss management of COVID-19. Two days after the second COVID-19 positive patient, a Tripura State Rifles TSR Jawan tested negative for 2 consecutive times, Tripura Health Department today released him and sent him into 14-day facility quarantine. Healthcare staffs gave him a round of applause while he was leaving the hospital. On his Twitter account, Tripura Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Dev termed the event as happy moments and thanked all frontline warriors for their efforts. Theatre Centre Manipur and Shaidam Kaul expressed happiness over the appointment of renowned theatre artist Ketrumayum Jugindro as the secretary of Manipur State Kala Academy. Imphal East District Police booked curfew violators from various places of Imphal East District today. Speaking to media, SDC Porampat Sapam Jotin said measures taken by the government are for the welfare of the public, and he appeals to people to extend necessary cooperation in combating the coronavirus outbreak. He also appealed to abide by government's guidelines to stay indoors and to step out only when it is absolutely necessary. Police continue crackdown on lockdown violators in various places of Thoubal district even today. 298 lockdown violators were booked and 181 vehicles were seized. 96 violators were detained at Thoubal police station, 38 at Lilong police station, 62 at Yaripok police station, 41 at Khongjom police station, 46 violators at Hairok police station, and 15 violators at Nongpok Sekmai police station. Police also issued them fines of 28,000 rupees under the Motor Vehicles Act. Proscribed Kanglei Yawol Kanalup KYKL reportedly held its low-key 26th Foundation Day celebrations due to COVID-19 situation. KYKL in a press release mentioned that celebrations were held at its headquarters and branches by hoisting the outfit's flag, paying floral tributes to late members and greetings by their chairman. KYKL paid respect to healthcare workers fighting against coronavirus on the occasion. Proscribed group Pre-Park and Red Army of the group greeted the people of the state on the occasion of 7th Colonialism Resist Day 2020. The proscribed group in a press release said that security forces have carried out numerous violence on women and children of the state, and it appeals to people to stand firm against the same. As announced earlier, Boxing Association of India airlifted Arjuna Awardee boxer Ngangom Dinku for cancer treatment in Delhi's ILBS hospital today. He was taken on board SpiceJet Air ambulance service from Imphal International Airport. It may be mentioned that bedridden Dinku was unable to get his chemotherapy in the hospital due to travel restrictions with the imposition of nationwide COVID-19 lockdown since March 25. The International Hockey Federation FIH on Friday extended the second edition of its prestigious Pro League by 1 year till June 2021 after a slew of matches were postponed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The season 2 was set to run from January to June 2020, and around 1/3 of the matches were completed by early March before the escalating COVID-19 crisis brought the competition to a standstill. In agreement with all participating countries, the FIH also announced that the window for season 3 of the FIH Hockey Pro League will be held from September 2021 to June 2022. Now, before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. COSEM plans conduction of Class 12 examination for remaining 7 subjects and practicals by May 8. COSEM chairman assures declaration of examination result by May like previous years. Manipur observed World Malaria Day 2020 with Zero Malaria Starts With Me theme. No malaria case reported in Manipur for ongoing year. Coronavirus death toll in India reaches 779 and total COVID-19 positive cases cross 18,600. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri News. For more news, you can also follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Good night.